What's good with the YouTube? You already know Big Flocka with Convicts Perspective, man. And check this out, man. We got an update that occurred in High Desert on July 25th, man. This case is going to be a little bit interesting. The one who's being allegedly charged, one of the individuals, was involved in a murder about 2 years ago. So here we go. I'm going to read this article because I think that just pretty much sums it all up. Sacramento, California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation officials are investigating two deaths of incarcerated persons, one at High Desert on July 22nd and one at California State Prison, Sacramento. On Friday, July 22nd, at approximately 7:35, officers at High Desert State Prison responded when incarcerated persons Joseph Gama and Alvaro Saldana attacked incarcerated person Albert Martinez in a maximum security housing unit. Martinez was taken to the prison change and treatment area for injuries he sustained from the attack. However, he was pronounced deceased at 7:55. Gamma was sentenced to CDCR from Stanlis County on June 3, 2016 to serve a 15-year sentence for assault with a firearm, inflicting great bodily injury with an enhancement for a street act. Saldana was sentenced to CDCR on May 31, 2011 from Stanlis County to serve a life with parole sentence for first-degree murder as a second striker with an intentional discharge of a firearm causing great bodily injury. Martinez, 52, was sentenced to CDCR December 13, 1994 from Sacramento County to serve an 18-year, 8-month sentence for 4 counts of second-degree robbery with the use of firearm, 1 count of vehicle theft and assault with a firearm with use of a firearm, while incarcerated Martinez was sentenced in Kings County to serve a life with parole sentence for battery on a non-prisoner, a third strike offense. Martinez was also sentenced on February 7, 2018 in Sacramento County for possession of a controlled substance in jail prison, an in-prison offense. Officials have limited inmate movement on the yard to facilitate the investigation being conducted by High Desert's Investigative Service Unit, the Lassen District County Office, and the Lassen County Coroner. The officer of the Inspector General was notified, and the Lassen County Coroner will determine Martinez's official cause of death. KVSP opened in 2005 and housed approximately 3,200 minimum, medium, and high security custody inmates. KVSP offers academic classes and vocational programs and employs approximately 1,500 people. Now, homicide investigation at California State Prison, Sacramento on Saturday, July 23rd at approximately 9:39, CSP Sac incarcerated persons Daryl Cole and Nicholas Magnelli were observed attacking incarcerated person Wayne Caskey with manufactured weapons on one of the maximum security yards. Responding staff used less than lethal 40mm direct impact rounds to quell the attack. Caskey was transported to the institution's triage and treatment area and summoned an ambulance. However, Caskey was declared deceased at 10:08. Cole, 56, was sentenced to CDCR on June 16, 1999 from San Diego County to serve a life with parole sentence for first-degree attempted murder with intentional discharge of a firearm causing great bodily injury, death, torture, assault, semi-automatic firearm with use of a firearm. And he got all kinds of charges, man. Magnelli, the other person, was sentenced February 2nd, 2014 from Sacramento County to serve a life without parole sentence for first-degree murder. Man, this stuff's kind of a trip, man. Sacramento's been open since 1986. High Desert, man, we already know sometime in the 90s it opened up, man. But what makes this case kind of interesting is that one of these individuals was involved with a previous murder about 2 years before. There's another article I'm about to pull up right now. Okay, this is in 2020 at High Desert. They were investigating another murder. A 25-year-old Juan Bozo was stabbed to death on Monday, August 24th, around 8 p.m. Correctional officers used 3 exact impact rounds to stop the attack and recovered 2 inmate-made weapons. Bozo died from multiple puncture wounds to his head and back. He was serving a 12-year sentence for second-degree robbery and a street act in commission of a violent felony. The 2 men identified in the killing are 29-year-old Joseph Sua from Merced County and 22-year-old Joseph Gamma from Stanlis County. As you can see, Joseph Gamma was involved in the other hit. So this dude's putting in some work, I guess, you know. Sua is serving a 7-year sentence for possession of a controlled substance in jail or prison. His second strike. So one of the suspects is only doing 7 years. Okay, and the victim was only had 12 years. Gama is serving a 15-year sentence for assault with a firearm. Both men were rehoused in short-term restricted housing units pending investigation. So there you go. You have two different murders that occurred, man. And I got a little bit of information someone told me. I don't know how accurate it is, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. This is what someone I know told me, some information that they got. Now they had told me about this murder before it even hit the news. So I don't know if they're in contact with somebody over there. I don't know if they, messing around with certain homeboys that maybe have that information. But this is what I was told. I'm gonna read this word for word. He said that a northerner got killed last night in High Desert. I guess he was on the phone and got hit. I believe it was for selling to other races and keeping some of the money to pay off his debts. I think it was Friday night up there in Susanville. My buddy is a my buddy is a CO up there. It probably hasn't hit the news yet. I guess the pieces they used were huge. The dude that got hit and killed was well known, and it was a while he was on the phone. That's all I know. So that's pretty much what I was just told right now, man. And it just seems like, majority of these hits are basically, within the Norteño collective, is either someone's freelancing, selling dope, and they get caught up, or they lose a bundle, or they lose a cell phone, man. And it's kind of a shame because look at the age of these kids, man. They're like 24, 25 years old, man. And if you really think about it, not every soldado that enters the system has the proper mindset at that age to know how to conduct themselves and fully function and make wise decisions. That's why they're always getting disciplined. So they got to quit putting such responsibilities on these youngsters on these yards, man, and pretty much set the tone that, look, this is what time it is. This is what can happen. That's 3 individuals that I know of that were under 30 years old that got killed in High Desert in the last 2 years. That's never happened before within the collective, man. It was supposed to be about uplifting the people and protecting the people and guiding them in the right direction. Now it became all about money. If you fuck off the money, you're fucked. People have, it's almost like the actives, man. I don't mean to categorize this as such, man, but it's almost like they have degenerate motives nowadays. Renegade motives to where it's like, okay, if you don't benefit the gossip, we're going to deal with you. But never before did you have such opportunities to generate as much income. In my time era, man, yeah, there was a lot of drugs on the yards, right? But, it was pretty much every man for himself, and the gossip would request something back. I never heard of anybody getting removed for not kicking in nothing or not, but most places, if you had a well-established household, people were going to respect. Now, how do they conduct these investigations and find out whether this is true information, whether they're freelancing? Are they going off insinuations? Are they going off assumptions? That's what I want to know. Has the program became so strict that you have to get permission just to sell dope or do any business dealings? You can't be your own man. I mean, even the places I've been, right? If you wanted to draw, you wanted to do this tattoo, that was your hustle as long as you provided security and you didn't tat on certain individuals without clearance. Hey, go ahead, handle your business, get your money on. You know what I mean? Nowadays, every little event that you do has to be cleared. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon they're going to be requesting you to fucking send a fucking request just to fucking take a shit and wipe your ass. Seriously, it's gotten that serious. It's gotten that strict. It's ridiculous, man. I heard when I started hearing about homeboys being put on the bench and having to keep their hands in front of them, we never did that in my time here, man. We would have security blankets on you without you knowing. And if you were sharp enough and were observing it, you would tell that you had a security blanket on you. But we're not going to tell you, hey, you got SBs on you, because we don't know who you are. You're a new arrival. Nah, you want people to come into a household and feel comfortable. And it's just kind of sad, man, just how everything is starting to operate a little bit, people are getting whacked over some fucking stupid ass shit, and it's over and over again. And it's not like they're like in their 30s and 40s and they've just been dope fiends their whole life. These are youngsters who are just out there trying to push the agenda for the people and think that they are representing something, but they don't realize that basically they're just being utilized. It's a sad situation, man, when a 24-year-old is killed by his own people, a 25-year-old, what type of example are you setting to the rest of the gente about what the cause is about? There ain't no cause or struggle no more. It's all about that money. Only cause is what you can put in my pocket. It's plain as day. Now the other one, man, with the Woods, the Whites, you never know what's going on with their political decisions, man. Prison's a dangerous place now. You're having more more killings in prison I've seen in the last 2 years than probably my whole duration of doing prison time almost. That's how many murders you're having, man. And all these dudes are real. They don't realize, man, that you're giving CDCR the ammunition. Is it really that serious to get rid of these dudes over that? You know, eventually, what you're gonna have is you're gonna have more indictments. When killings start to continue and they start to happen, the feds take notice. Okay, so don't be shocked when the feds come in there and step in and start handing out indictments, because there's been a lot of northern killings over and over again, and it's for some of the most littlest issues I've ever heard of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not going to get the money if you kill a dude, so it's not really fucking beneficial. You just gave two youngsters a life sentence. One had 12 years, one had 15. No, 7. One had 7, one had 15, and the victim had 12 years on one of the cases. That was in 2020. You know, so, man, I can't comprehend it, man. It doesn't make no sense, you know. And I've always been about salvaging a career. You know, I never took any pride in any decision I made to have someone removed with a weapon or even hands-on. You know, it was only a cost of doing business, and it really had to be some grave violations. It couldn't just be about fucking money. It had to be that you fucking abandoned the household, you fucking showed a cowardice act. Those kind of things were kind of warranted to have someone hit. Not know that you owe fucking some money or you're fucking freelancing. You know, are you the one that brought that shit up in there for him? You know what I mean? Come on now. People, there's enough risk being taken there. You know, but those are the alleged rumors. Apparently my friend has a buddy that's a CO and that works over there, and that's what he was told about the whole situation. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just something that needs to continue to be looked into, but it makes sense because that's been the common theme, has been over dope or over cell phones. It ain't over no disrespect. It ain't over nothing like that. It's always over fucking money, because motherfuckers are just greedy nowadays. Anyways, this is just my views, man. I'm just kind of tired of gente fucking continue to move on other gente. You know, the core beliefs of the cause no longer exist. You know, apparently in the feds they do a little bit different though. They're promoting unity. They're promoting respect. They're promoting that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, money's important for any of these organizations, but it doesn't mean that you're going to fucking subject individuals to certain types of treatment of oppression. You know, oppression is what builds any type of movement or cause. And when they start to see fucking their own people get ordered to remove their own over some of the most pettiest shit, especially this right here. It wasn't your fucking dope anyways, probably. He was freelancing. He was doing what he was doing. You know, maybe it was a violation, I guess, according to household policies, but it doesn't warrant killing someone, man. You know, I don't get it. Anyways, it's your boy Flacco, Convict's Perspective. I'm out. Real quick, the first murder, man, that individual Martinez was actually 52 years old, man. But the ongoing killings that have been occurring over there, man, have been with youngsters, man. Just want to make sure I clarify that.